Maybe bump to Chapter 14, New Life. After unexpectedly going to labor at the park's grand opening, Clint, Miles, and Anna rush you to the hospital. You sit down in the wheelchair with Miles pushing up to the front desk where a couple of nurses are waiting. My water just broke. My sister's having my niece and nephew. She needs a hospital room now! Right, of course. Looks like the rooms are that way. Not waiting for a response, Miles pushes you down the hall. The nurse is barely keeping up, while Clint talks urgently on the phone behind you. We're getting her checked in now, Mariana, but the sooner you can get here, the better. A few minutes later, you've changed into the hospital gown and are situated in your room, monitors beeping all around you while Miles holds your hand. You shift every few seconds, trying to find a comfortable position as your muscles all contract, but are surprised to find the feeling easily manageable. Huh, this isn't so bad. No worse than the Braxton Hicks contractions. You're doing great. Are you sure you don't need more pillows? Maybe another blanket? We've got some stress balls in the bag, if you think that would help. Everyone, you are seriously overreacting. I know that none of us expected me to go into labor during the park's grand opening, but we're at the hospital now. Everything is going to be okay from here on out. Can you share some of that serenity with me? I'm freaking out! Another contraction hits you, but you easily breathe through it as Mariana steps into the room. Her expression focused and serious, she examines your chart, flipping through the pages. Your vitals look good, Miss Cassidy. The blood pressure is normal, but we should keep an eye on it, since it's high in the past. Other than that, it's just the waiting game. Miss Cassidy, Mariana, I'm pretty sure you've never called me that in my life. Right now, we're doctor and patient. Once the twins are born, we can celebrate as friends. That's a very professional way of looking at it, Dr. Castillo. Mariana takes a quick scan of the room, taking in each person in the room before turning back to you. There are quite a lot of people here. There's literally 3 people. We're all really close. And we know to look away whenever you or the nurses are working, so we don't see too much. Excellent. Now, as long as you already know, it'll take some time for labor to progress. You're at 4 centimeters currently. Contractions will get more intense as you dilate further. At 10 centimeters, you're ready to deliver. I'm not expecting any complications, but I'll check in with you throughout the day. Thanks. You're so on top of things. That's what doctors and nurses are for. We'll be here to guide the whole process, so you can just focus on bringing your little ones into the world. I know you chose to have a natural birth, so you'll likely experience some level of discomfort through the day. I can handle some discomfort. I'm sure you can, but if any of the point, if something feels wrong, or you don't think you can handle pain, call me. We'll make sure everything is okay and evaluate what we can do to help. Thank you so much, Dr. Castillo, for everything. Of course. It's all part of my job. Mariana gives you all a smile before leaving the room. Miles shakes his head as soon as she's out of sight. I'm never going to look at Mariana the same again. I was really worried about her after she missed the twins, but she's really stepped up since then. Suddenly you feel a tight pressure in your abdomen, more intense than the previous ones. Oh, that's a big one. Breathe through it, you've got this. Miles gives your hand a tight squeeze, anchoring you. You take a deep breath, but the pressure doesn't ease off. It's not helping. You clutch Miles's hand, your abdomen tightens even further, and your tears spill down your cheeks as you start to sob. Jen, it's too much. Maybe try picturing someplace relaxing, someplace idyllic. If you could be anywhere in the world right now, where would you want to go? What would you be doing? I need help to picture something. Oh, don't worry. Just close your eyes and we'll whisk you away. Close your eyes and try to picture the perfect places your friends describe. How about a spa? I can't think of anywhere more relaxing. You could get totally pampered. Warm. I want to be warm. Or if you want something cozy, or a giant king-size mattress piled with high with pillows and blankets. I could just curl up. I'd be partial to something outdoors, somewhere with a beautiful view. Fresh air. How's that, better? You begin to nod your head when your abdomen tightens again and sends you spiraling back into the overwhelming discomfort. Not quite. You tug at the sleeves of your hospital gown as you're feeling stiff, itchy fabric on your skin makes you even more uncomfortable. Hey, I'm not the only one who feels that way in those. I hate the stupid thing. I know I'm huge right now, but it's too big for even me, and it feels like it was made from the cheapest fabric imagined. I might have a solution for that. When we were coming in, I saw this really cute robe and fuzzy slippers in the gift shop window. They even had baby blankets to match. Anything is better than this. Pretty much, yeah. Anna pulls out her phone and shows you the image of the beautiful purple robe. You close your eyes, imagining what it would look like. It suits you. But the kids would look cute too. I could run down and get them for you. Get a cozy robe for yourself, or splurge on a whole floral ensemble for you and your newborns to ease the stress of labor. $25 for the robe, $35 for the robe and the blankets. Okay. On it. She rushes all out of the room and returns with a robe draped over her arm and 2 blankets folded neatly beneath it. She helps you get into the robe and the soft fabric has you instantly relaxing. Yay! Oh, much better. It's like I'm wrapped up in a cloud, and we're gonna get a picture-perfect family once the little ones are wrapped up in those blankets. You deserve to feel your best, especially on today of all days. Miles leans over and kisses the side of your head as he takes in your appearance. You look good, Jen. If this is good, I can't imagine what bad is. What's a worse look than being in labor? Being deceased. I mean it. Seriously. If you're saying you find me irresistible no matter what I look like, I'll take it as a compliment. As the hours pass, the slight discomfort of the contractions becomes manageable, but each tightening of your muscles only grows your frustration. Can't this go any faster? Well, you decided natural. Janet's labor, you can't rush it. The last time the nurse came around, she said I was at 6 centimeters. That was only 1 more than the hour before. I'm not dealing with this for 4 more hours. There's a good chance it'll take longer than that to get to 10. Just think of it as only 4 to go. You're already halfway there. Oh, you're trying to reason with a woman in labor. Miles puts his hand on your shoulder and you grit your teeth to keep you from snapping at him. Let's try those childbirth classes, breathing exercises. 2 quick breaths and 1 slow. I don't want to... Give it a shot. Oh, keep it together, Jen. Don't blow up at Miles. You close your eyes and focus on the soft fabric of the plush robe on your skin, letting it soothe your angry nerves. I'll try the dumb exercises. Despite your anger, you focus on your breathing and Miles' voice. Alright, 2 quick, 1 slow. You take in 2 short breaths and then a single long one. There, happy? Just then, Louisa barrels into the room, Elijah and Val stepping in behind her. Aunt Louisa reporting for duty. Wow, Jen, you look amazing. I thought you'd be totally frazzled, but you're killing it in that robe. I have found Jen to always be well put together. Pretty sure she looks good doing anything. What the hell are you all doing here? Oh boy. We came to congratulate you on this momentous occasion. He means we came to party. Or at the very least, provide a distraction, since we figured you were going to be here for a while. That's mighty sweet of you all. I prepared all the greatest jokes to keep your mind off of things, Jen. That's not gonna... I didn't know you did stand-up, Elijah. I wouldn't call it that. It's more like he bought a joke book when he was 10 and memorized everything in it. Oh, don't hate on Master Jokester Von Twinkle, Louisa. He was a genius. Here's one. A pregnant woman goes to the doctor and says, I'm 20 weeks pregnant. When will my baby move? Doctor says, hopefully right after college. But, that was terrible. Can you just... Oh, she gonna blow. She gonna blow. I actually found it rather humorous. As the catacomb of voices echoes around the room, your anger reaches a boiling point. Y'all aren't helping! If you really wanted to help me, you would ask me what I need, not just decide for yourselves. What do you need? Anything but what you're doing right now. As the clock on the wall ticks by and a sound grates on your nerves, you fidget in place looking for relief from sensations in your abdomen. I'm going insane. How do mothers do this? I don't know how I'm gonna survive the next 5 minutes, much less 5 hours. We obviously just haven't found the distraction that's right for you. I just want to forget labor is even a thing. You pull your robe closer around you, snuggling in it. At least I'm more comfortable in this. We're going to get you through this, Jen. Promise. Just tell us what you need. A margarita? No. Make that a bourbon. Right. Well, for starters, a coffee. Hold on. I said coffee. Hold on. As the day progresses, your friends stay by your side, helping you through each contraction. We're gonna get close, right? Well, not quite. A few hours later, night has fallen, your contractions have gotten even more intense. I don't know if I can do this. You've got this, Jen. You're doing amazing. Just breathe through it. Kick this labor's ass. Then, what seems like an eternity later, Mariana enters the room and examines you again and gives you a firm nod. You're dilated to 10 centimeters. It's time to push. Yeah, that's what happens. Finally. She ushers Bao, Louisa, and Elijah out of the room, and then he turns to Anna, Clint, and Miles. Do you want the rest of them gone too, Miss Cassidy? I want... Yes, figuring Clint put us in this situation. Miles is our boyfriend, and Anna, you never get to experience this because you aren't able to have kids. If it's gonna take a village to raise the babies, I want my village to be here when I bring them into the world. Oh, Jan, you're gonna make me cry already. If that's where you want us. And that's where we'll be. Very well. Stand on the side of the hospital bed so I can do my work. Your friend and sister shuffle over to one side of the room. Miles takes your hand as Mariana gets everything set up. Now, Jan, I'm gonna need you to push as hard as you can every time you feel a contraction. Yep. Think pooping when constipated. Listen, you know you've had those stomach issues, okay? You may be a guy, you may be a girl, you may never have been pregnant, but you know those stomach contractions. You give a shaky nod, and Miles gives your hand a reassuring squeeze. Just then your abdomen tightens, and you push against the feeling with all your might. You pant, trying to catch your breath as your contraction eases off, only for another one to hit you. You push even harder this time. Very good, very good. The first one is crowning. I know it's hard, Jen, but keep this up and soon those 2 babies will be out of you. Finally, we'll deliver 2 pineapples. You're doing wonderful, Jen. You heard the good doctor. A bit more of this and you'll be through it. Keep breathing, Cassidy. Good. This is a lot harder than it looks. It looks pretty hard, but you can do it. Another contraction hits and you push. Your body protests in exhaustion and you can't hold it in anymore. This is the miracle of life! Okay, this is... imagine if that was shouted. As you shout, you push as hard as you can, clutching Miles' hand like a lifeline when you suddenly feel the pressure ease off. God, this is hard recomposing myself right now. Congratulations, Dan. You have a healthy baby girl. Oh my god, I did it. I'm a mother. Don't forget you have another one inside of you. We're parents. She passes the baby off to one of the nurses. She turns back to you. You're doing great so far, but we need to get the other baby out of you as soon as possible. Why? Is something wrong? No, you want to keep the other one in you for 9 months? Not at all, but the longer he's in there, the more likely he's to get tangled in his umbilical cord. Just keep pushing. Easier said than done. Ah, you already did it once. The second baby will be a breeze, I'm sure of it. Come on, Jen. One more big push. Miles leans in and presses a tender kiss to your forehead as you crush his hand in your grip. I love you, Jen. You got this. Just please remember I can't use my hand for the next few months because you've broken it. You're right. I already got one baby out. I can handle another. Just keep breathing and pushing. You're taking the deepest breath you can imagine, and as the next contraction hits you, you squeeze your eyes closed as you push. And with that, there's another sudden loss of pressure, and Mariana steps back, holding a second baby. And that's a healthy baby boy right there, Jen. Mariana quickly gets both of the babies cleaned up and wrapped in blankets before hurrying over to you. Choose your twins! I got these ones. Okay, no offense, but if you choose these, you would have to seriously look at Clint and go, listen, about that night, there was another guy. Like, how did Pixelberry screw that up? Ugh. I don't know. They're all adorable. Let me think. We'll go with those. Mariana passes you the newborns over to you as you hold them in your arms and look down at their tiny little faces. You're overwhelmed with emotion. Oh my goodness. My babies. Yep. Babies. Pixelberry really needs to work on learning how to dog draw like little babies. After giving you some time to recover, Mariana comes in your hospital room, beaming from ear to ear. Even though they were a few weeks early, the twins' vitals look good, Jen. Honestly, they're two of the healthiest babies I've ever delivered. That's a relief. The nurses will pop in a couple times tonight to check on them, and I'll be by in the morning to take a look. But if all goes well, you should be out of here in no time. And again, congrats. As Mariana leaves, Miles rests a tender hand on your shoulder while Anna coos at them from the other side. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. I could just gobble them up. Oh god, she's a wicked witch. But as soon as I want to spoil them rotten, or as much, I think I should leave you all happy parents with your kiddos for now. Anna, I couldn't have done this without you. Thanks for sticking by my side all day and encouraging me, even when I wasn't in the best mood. I wouldn't have missed it for the world. And now, I'm an aunt. I can't wait to get home and tell Bao all about this, and show him all the pictures. After Anna leaves you, Miles and Clint with the babies, you can't help but stare down at their peaceful faces. Why don't we, see how they, look, like those blankets Anna got? They're going to look adorable. I just know it. That's a great idea. You and Miles undo the simple blankets and wrap the twins in the more colorful ones. They gape up at you as though they snuggle into the fabric. Look, it's a baby me! They're utterly perfect. As you tuck them back against your chest, they snuggle up in your row, resting their little faces on the plush fabric. You like matching with mommy, little ones. Sounds like a yes to me. How are you feeling after everything? I feel overwhelmed. I'm exhausted, and every few seconds I feel like I'm going to burst into tears, but I'm also way too excited to sleep. It's a lot to process. Said no mother ever. Usually they pass out. At least for a few minutes. Jen, you just spent 12 hours bringing 2 new lives into this world. That'd be a lot for anyone. I think it's the hormones. You shoot him a glare and he chuckles. You know, we still need to pick out names. Oh, shit. You got some in mind? Pretty sure the hospital won't let us leave until we make a decision. You know, my family is a big fan of traditional names like Montgomery and Harper. Hey, Clint, no one cares. Or if you wanted to, we could name our daughter after my mother, Diane. How about something down to earth like Cooper or Caroline? Or we could just go to literary route, Oliver and Scout. Ooh, I must think of this. Those are great choices. Justine and Ben. Perfect. By the way, those are two names by two fantastic supporters of the channel who have gone above and beyond, and I just thought I'd do the honors. And what do you think, little ones? Or should I say Justine and Ben? You look down at the two newborns cradled against your chest, their wide eyes staring back at you. I think they like them. Stifle a yawn and glance over the clock beside your hospital bed, surprised to find it's already 2 in the morning. How did it be so late? Happens when you're in labor for 12 hours. Difficult though it may be to tear myself away. I think that's my cue to head out on out. You just call me if you need anything. Thanks for all your help, Clint. Anytime. Thank you for letting me be a part of it all. He leans over to smile at the babies, and they stare up at him with wide eyes. Sleep well now, Justine and Ben. And don't you fret. We'll be seeing a whole lot more of your old man, and these two will keep you safe and happy all night. With one last loving look at the twins, Clint gives you both a final wave before stepping out of the room. Miles puts his hand comfortingly on your shoulder. I'm surprised you haven't crashed yet. How good, I got these two to look after. Well, if you don't mind staying up for a little longer, we can have a little private party. Miles Dixon suggesting a party. Has hell frozen over? I just think we ought to celebrate. You just brought these two into the world, and I'm not ready to spend a moment apart. So let's take some time, just as 4 of us. Stay with Miles to enjoy becoming a new parent and make the most of every moment with Justine and Ben. Celebrate our babies with Miles! I think I've more than earned a celebration after nearly 9 months, don't you think? You deserve one for the last 12 hours alone. Seems you aren't the only one that thinks that. They'd better be grateful after what you did to bring them into the world. I still can't believe it. I'm finally holding them in my arms. It feels like a dream. It's real. We're all finally here together. The two of you gaze finally down at the little ones nestled in their blankets. They wriggle against you, their eyes wide as they take everything in. They're so cute. You're so utterly perfect and precious and adorable. Just look at their little fingers. So tiny and wrinkly and precious. Just look at their itsy-bitsy fingernails. One of their hands barely fits around one of my fingers. Nudge Ben's fist with your finger, coaxing it open, and he gently takes a hold of your pointer finger. And they're already learning how to hold hands. Reach over and take Miles' hand, giving it a gentle squeeze. He offers you a small smile as he meets your gaze. How about you? You haven't said much about how you're holding up. I suspect better than you. You send him a sharp glare, and he chuckles. Ha, very funny. You were in labor, the focus needed to be on you. Okay, but now I'm done with labor, the babies are safe. I want to make sure you're doing okay. I mean, you're a dad now. That's a pretty big change. I'll admit, I was nervous. A lot could have gone wrong during the delivery for you and the babies. Turns to look back down at the babies, his expression softening. But now that they're here, now that we're all here together, I've never been happier. The little ones in your arms nuzzle closer to you as you gaze down at their tiny faces. You feel 1,000 emotions well up inside of you. Try not to cry. You tilt your head back, trying to keep your tears away. You manage to wipe your eyes quickly, and no smiles blinking rapidly to hold his own tears back. You too, huh? I don't know what you're talking about. You can't lie to me, Miles. I know you're a big softy at heart.
Yeah, well, we ought to keep it together for the little ones.
You dab at your eyes again and turn back to see Miles staring at the little bundles in your arms. Do you want to hold one of them?
Yeah, I would.
You offer Justine up to him, and he gingerly takes her in his arms, being sure to support her neck with the crook of his elbow.
She's so small and fragile.
Don't worry, you're doing great. He looks down at her eyes sparkling with warmth, and he rocks her back and forth. Justine opens her mouth wide in a big yawn.
Must be hard work, taking in the world for the first time. There's plenty more to see, don't you fret.
Miles talks to her. You find yourself just watching him, affection swelling in your chest. Miles, you're already an amazing dad. You're a natural.
I wouldn't say that. I'm sweating like a sinner in church.
You could have fooled me. You look totally in your element.
You can thank Lori for that, and all the books I've been reading.
Miles looks back at Justine, still nestled in his arms, and you cradle Ben closer to your chest.
I should give her back to you before my arm gets sore.
We'll have to build up those muscles over the next few weeks. He gently slides Justine back into your lap, and the two newborns both yawn, their little eyelids sliding shut. Get some rest, my darlings. Your adventure is just beginning. You and Miles spend a long time just watching them breathe, and soon, tiny little snores make their way out of them. Miles places his hand on your shoulder and gives it a gentle squeeze.
Anything I can get you?
I wouldn't mind a kiss.
How'd I know?
He chuckles as he leans down to meet you in a tender kiss, soft, sweet, and full of warmth. His lips brush gently over yours, each touch sending a soft spark of pleasure rushing through your veins. Over 12 hours without a proper kiss from you is like a century. You lean up to catch his lips once more, and he cups your face in his hands as he deepens the kiss. As you break apart, he watches you with an affectionate gaze before you both turn back to the little ones in your arms. This was really nice, Miles. It really feels like we're actually parents. This is our life now.
A life I can't wait to share with you. I love you, Jen Cassidy.
He smiles down at the sleeping babies in your arms.
And I love you both as well.
You kiss his cheek, and the two of you continue watching the twins until you've lost all track of time. As you wake up in the middle of the night and adjust your position in bed, you notice the baby blanket Tana's been working on lying at the edge. Right in the center, you notice a brand new patch completing the blanket. It's the babies! My babies! Wah, 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 wah. Yay, it's done. It's pretty. Cute. You've collected 14 out of 14 for the baby blanket. Congratulations, you've earned enough baby blanket patches to unlock a bonus scene! As you try to get comfortable again, there's a sharp wail that comes from the baby's crib, sending a pang right to your heart. Carefully swing your legs over the side of the bed and hurry over to the crib where Ben and Justine are bundled up. What's the matter, huh? That would be Ben crying. Don't cry, Mommy's here. Mommy's got you. You pick the two up, holding one in each arm. Their little faces are all scrunched up as they wail, and they pause for a moment as you cradle them. See, there's nothing to worry about. You smile down at the twins, only for them to both let out ear-piercing shrieks. Alright, guess talking isn't gonna cut it. They need booby milk. Booby milk! Singing something. Rock-a-bye babies on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. As you sing, Ben's mouth drops open as he stares at you while Justine snuggles into your chest. When the bough breaks, the cradles will fall, and down will come babies, cradles and all. Room is nearly silent for a moment, and the babies, at peace,
until Ben wriggles in your arms and lets out a long wail, causing Justine to do the same. Ugh. Ugh. Miles stirs on the couch and rubs his eyes with a yawn as he sits up. He stands groggily and joins you beside the crib. What's the matter? The kid's okay?
Given the time, I'm pretty sure they're hungry, which means the Jen Cassidy milk station is open for business.
You easily undo the front of your robe and pull it down before settling back with a baby in each arm. The twins root into your chest and gently you guide them each onto your breast, where they begin to eat. Justine's latch looks good, but I can't quite see Ben's at this angle. Miles peers at the other side and gives a satisfactory nod. I don't think he's gonna let go anytime soon. If worse comes to worse, you can grab him and we'll both pull. Your heart swells with affection as you gaze down at the two of them tucked in your arms, eagerly suckling. You're little monsters. You two just keep eating and eating and eating. Keep this up and you're gonna eat us right out of house and home. Hopefully not literally. Drywall ain't high in nutrition. Once the twins are finished eating, you fasten the front of your robe to cover yourself. Alright, little ones, time for burping. I'll let Daddy handle you tonight, Ben. Ben just stares at you in response, and you hand him off to Miles, who places him against his shoulder and gently pats his back. And before baby burp vomit, careful, you're gonna end up with spit all over your shirt. I've been covered in worse. So you're just gonna go back to sleep with spit all over you? He doesn't answer and just grabs a cloth from your bag and lays it over his shoulder before he goes back to burping Ben. Someone should really send this to Ben when we're all said and done. Alright, Miss Justine, your turn. You lay her across your lap on her tummy and slowly rub circles over her back before giving it a gentle tap. The sound that escapes her is a soft and squeaky, and your heart melts. That was the cutest little noise. Across the room as Miles pats Ben's back, he lets out a similar sound, making you and Miles grin. You find yourself giggling at every little burp, and when you finally return Justine and Ben to the crib, you can't stop smiling. You give each of them a gentle kiss on the head, and then they gape up at you. Try to get some more sleep, little ones. We'll go home tomorrow. Yeah. I love you with my whole heart. I love you, Ben. I love you, Justine. I love you both so much. And I'm never going to get sick of saying it. I kinda will. The following evening, you and Miles load the babies into the car seats and start to drive home. Just wait until you see your nursery, you two. You're going to love it. Just a few more minutes. Be patient. Your drive goes quickly, and soon you're pulling up into your house. Justine, Ben, welcome home. What challenges will the twins bring to your life? Find out in the next chapter of Baby Bump 2. And speaking of which, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And our description below, links to social media, Discord, and if you'd like to support me and my content. Without further ado, I went with those names because they are two individuals who have supported this channel a lot and came to the top of my mind. I didn't personally think of any names, and I was like, ugh, what am I going to name them? And I was like, you know what? I'll do another one. I'll do another one where I dedicate it to one of our members of this fine community that we have. And they are two that have not just been a part of our Discord and this, subscribed to this channel for a very long time, but they are people who have helped to make content, helped to promote this channel, helped to, do great things to this community. So they are right there on the top of that list. So remember that when you go to hit that share button, when you go to like. Remember that when I have streams on Twitch, there's the join button, there's, following on Twitch, things like that. Be an active part of this community. There are some nice rewards, when you get your name up on a video, or when I, do videos thanking each and every person by name. because you guys are what continues to run this channel. Now, if I could go through every single one of you that is currently active on this channel, I would if I could. But these are people that, kind of like stand out more than normal because of how much they are active in this community, how much they put into this channel. Again, this is not just me. This is not just about, me and, hey guys, I made a channel. This is about a community. And I'm just a person you're hearing right now. But at the end of the day, it is everybody on this channel, everybody subscribed, everybody talking, everybody being active that makes this channel what it is. So once again, thanks for following, thanks for subscribing, whatever, and I'll catch you all later. Peace out.